Great. So for some reason, I managed to lose the first little bit of this clip. So this is an intro. This is what I made a few weeks ago. Hope you enjoy it. In case you missed it, I made a little map, sort of a spooky Halloween themed map, and I did it all in the space of about 3 hours to some people's amusement. So what we're going to do quickly is we're going to turn on no target so I can talk a little bit about why we're here without everything going to complete shit. So we're using a couple of different things here. We're using Project MSX, actually the hacked version that was provided by Billy Bo Bob Billy, which adds some little balancing tweaks. And we're also using the high definition texture pack just to give things a little bit of an extra shiny edge. So the idea that I wanted to try and have was this sort of bunker in the middle of nowhere. And initially I wanted it to be almost like a skull or a jack-o'-lantern or something. Now this was way beyond what I was going to be able to achieve in 3 hours, but I think I still managed to achieve this sort of weird, somewhat very un-Doom-like hell atmosphere with these big blood columns. There's an infinite sort of effect going on so that you can you get this sort of feeling that you're in the middle of nowhere with no backup. And what you have to do is go into this little chamber here. There's some weapon pickups, some armor, well not some armor, some ammo, some health, ammo backpack, some little bits of effect. And the idea is that you can defend from this little bunker against a horde of enemies. So I'm just going to go back to the starting position. We'll turn this off and I'll show you exactly how this works. Now, I couldn't really figure out exactly the best way to do a sort of I suppose a survival mode without making use of stuff that was already in Doom. So as you can hear, that is the icon of Sin Spawner that's making all that racket. Now, to add a sort of an element of potential infinite play to this, there are these little ammo respawners which drop ammo on your head. So these drop ammo, and now if we jump up here, you should be able to see there are monsters approaching from pretty much every direction that you can imagine. Now, the thinking here is that you can sit up here and you can probably do alright. There's some flying monsters that are going to try and get you, but for the most part, because you've got regenerating armor in Project MSX, you could stay up here pretty much indefinitely, which would not really be in the spirit of this. So the idea is that if you want to try and survive as long as possible, you will have to go down and get ammunition. Otherwise, you'll just run out because there's no ammunition up here. There's no anything up here. There's no cover. So staying up here is a little bit risky, but you do get two very powerful weapons provided by Project MSX. Oh shit! The super jump is quite handy. I've used the shit out of that. It's the only way to get up here, and obviously, if you weren't playing this with Project MSX, this probably wouldn't work at all. Oh shit. So, this is a 3D floor, so this only works in GZDoom, but it gives it this sort of nice multi-leveled aspect. Now, you can be up here and doing what I'm doing with the with that gun, or if you fancy, you can be a little bit more up close and personal with the nail shotgun, which probably rewards being on the deck with the monsters, because trying to do it from up there is not easy. Now there is no way to win this. It is essentially just play until you get bored, really. There's no winning condition. It's almost designed in such a way that you will almost certainly fail, regardless of your best intentions. Things are getting pretty mental, as you can see. Now, the problem I had at the start was that without the pillars, when the monsters were spawning, they were essentially just going mad from the get-go, and the map just became a big mess of projectiles. Whereas the pillars actually do a pretty good job of forcing the enemies to sort of try and come towards you. So they don't seem to necessarily just be They are all spawning in fixed positions because of the way the Icon of Sin spawner works, but it doesn't seem too much like that due to the sort of the fact that they have to pathfind their way to you around all the pillars and stuff. We are kind of running out of ammo. So our armor's gone down, that's why that noise is happening like that. Now, the one thing that is missing that I think would make this quite interesting, and possibly be something to consider if I was going to develop this concept further, would be allowing soldiers to spawn, because at the moment, or possessed humans, or whatever I guess the official Doom parlance for such thing would be, because at the moment it's all hellspawn, as is the nature of the demon spawner from the Icon of Sin level. Which means there's only certain enemies which are going to appear. Ow. Shit. There's some invisible demons running around as well. I like these little... These were quite a late addition, these little blood ponds. I think they look quite nice with the dynamic lighting on them. Ow. I think I just about blew myself up there. That would be a good opportunity for us to run away. So there's no health. So any damage that you take while your shields are down, that's you. So you really need to manage that quite closely. So I really enjoyed making this. I thought this was a lot of fun. Some guys tuned in for the stream and were watching me create this in real time, and I think it's something that certainly I've not seen too much on YouTube or on Twitch or anything. So what I would like to try and see is if there's a if there's an audience for this sort of thing. You know, trying to take a pretty simple concept and bring it to life in a relatively constrained period of time. So it wouldn't be anything too crazy. It couldn't be, because it would need to be... it would need to be max like 3 hours or something. Ow. Oh god. So that's very bad. Now essentially the next time our stream goes down, we're probably gonna bite it. I managed to just about get hit by that. Okay, good. I think we're getting a little bit of progress. There's a lot of infighting going on, which is good. Although I'd probably be tempted to turn that off. Infighting in Doom can often make a lot of fights a bit too easy. Oh shit. Oh, we're out of ammo. Shit, we're gonna need to fucking come back in here. Fuck off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's bad. We're surviving a lot longer than I thought I would, which is nice. So yeah, if you have any ideas for concepts, I mean, fire them over and we can possibly see if we can get something like this. Oh shit, happening. Because I can see there's quite a few people on the channel who are interested in dying. There's quite a few people on the channel who are interested in either map design or the Doom engine or things like that, and I think that would be quite a lot of fun to do this sort of thing kind of collaboratively, and also doing it live, because doing things live is always good fun. So yeah, that's what we created. In 3 hours I created a little sort of survival, endless defense thing where it's very spooky, it's very dark, and you're gonna be fucked. But hey, that's half the fun of it, right? So yeah, I hope that was interesting. If you would like to see more things like this on the channel, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, we'll see if we can set up some more streams like this. But anyway, thank you for watching.